One of the motivating forces in my writing the book, and really a very important argument and something that I set out at the very beginning, but also carry throughout the book, is the conviction that the doctrine of creation has been missing in theology for the last 250 years. We surrendered that field to the natural sciences when they started developing and seemed to have so much explanatory power and so much control over the world around us. As a result of that neglect, there are some pathologies in the church and in the academy and in the world. They're our responsibility, those pathologies are. Christians have not witnessed to the fullness of the good news, of the redemption of creation, in the same way that certain vitamin deficiencies or nutrient deficiencies in our bodies can lead to certain diseases, like the lack of protein leads to kwashiorkor. So in the same way, the absence of creation in our theological diet has created what I believe are some pathologies in the church and in the academy and in society. And one of the things that I want to do in this book is identify those pathologies, ring an alarm bell so that we see what those are, so that I hope that people, when they read that account, will simply have a shock of recognition. Oh yeah, that's what's been going on. Oh, that's why we struggle with that. And then we'll move on to the work that I do in reclaiming the doctrine of creation, so that these pathologies can be healed, so that that health can be restored to our work together. And one of the most important things in that restoration is to bring redemption and creation together. That's a second important part of the book, and I will talk about that a little bit later. But it's really important when we talk about missing the doctrine of creation that you don't simply think about restoring the doctrine of creation all by itself. It has to be brought into a relationship, into an interchange with redemption, because apart from redemption, creation has no real meaning. It's just this thing that continues on without purpose and without meaning. It's empty, it's nothingness, it's meaninglessness. And that's one of the pathologies that we live with today. Without creation, redemption has no focus, no object. What's being redeemed if we don't have creation? And so as we look at missing creation in the history of theology and in the church, the academy, and society, we also need to be very careful that in reclaiming the doctrine of creation, we do so in complete integration with the doctrine of redemption as well, and beyond the doctrine, to say the reality of the redemption of creation, which is the good news of Jesus Christ.